And we're wrapping up way out there here on GTRB Online. Gary J. Russin with you as we're closing down with about 25 more minutes left of the show in its time slot. But we're going to go just a little tinge over to wrap up this program because there's a few things I want to do yet, including weather on the fives one more time for Clinton. And then we're going to do our shout-outs and promotions. And we'll do our coast-to-coast guest lineup coming up. But right now, let's do that weather on the fives right now. And see what's going on. Weather on the fives right here on GTRB Online. Before we do that, let's take a look at conditions in other parts of the country. Paducah, Kentucky, 39 degrees and sunny. 52 degrees in Houston, Texas, under cloudy skies. As we go into Tampa, Florida, it's 77 degrees and cloudy. Provo, Utah, 62 degrees, sunny. Portland, Oregon, now 61 degrees and sunny. And Billings, Montana, partly cloudy and windy. You guys have some kind of storm advisory there. Not exactly sure what we got there. We're going to take a look at that real quick. There's a winter weather advisory for people living in Billings, Montana right now. It's 55 degrees in Billings at this time. 55 with a wind. Let me see, is there a wind chill factor? That feels like 55, so it's not wind chill yet. Your barometric pressure is 30.07 inches of mercury. The relative humidity, 32%. And right now you're expecting clear, cloudy skies tonight, low of 41, with winds west-southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to some cloudy skies in the afternoon with a high of 57. This is for Billings, Montana. It's going to turn, though. It's going to turn in Billings tomorrow night. It'll be mainly cloudy with a mixture of rain and snow showers and developing at around late, low 31 degrees, northeast winds and west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. You have a 50% chance of precipitation. That's for Billings, Montana. And let's take a look now at what's going on in Clinton, Iowa, as far as our Midwest weather forecast is concerned. We're going to take a look now at our Clinton forecast and see what's going on here, because I believe we have another cold system going through, according to the National Weather Service. There is a 5 total National Weather Service offices, and it's going to be quiet. Take a look at, why does it keep scanning down like that? I can't read that way. Okay. Needs to go up. Come on. Okay. It's going to be, for the Quad Cities area, dry and quiet. And it's not going to be too bad. We're going to have warm to get tomorrow, but it's going to get colder as the week goes on. Through much of the weekend. Brief warm-up, though, like I said, Saturday, tomorrow, it's going to be in the 50s, but then it's going to go into the upper 40s. By Monday, it's going to turn. It's going to turn. And Sunday, partly cloudy skies, and we're going to have 35 to 45 degree temperatures with north winds at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the Clinton weather forecast right now. So we're going to go to our Clinton weather here. According to the Mayer Farms at Eagle Point, just above over here by our studios, just north of Clinton, 28 degrees, feels like 25. We have winds coming out of the south at 3 miles per hour, gusting to 9. Relative humidity 60%. Dew point 15 degrees. We have a barometric pressure at 30.31 inches of mercury. 10 mile visibility. It's clear. 15 on there. Low. We have a good UV index now. It's low. 34 degrees. Good air quality. Dry conditions. 0%. Here's our forecast. 0% chance of precipitation. Some clouds. Low near 25. Wind south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunshine and clouds are mixed. low 49 degrees, winds west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then a few clouds continuing from time to time on Saturday night, 29 degrees for a nighttime low with light and variable winds. Right now, taking a look at the expanded forecast over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at that real quick. As soon as that comes up. Take a look at, again, tomorrow, 49 degrees near 50, and then Sunday it's going to be colder, 43 degrees for a daytime high, nighttime low, 24 under mostly cloudy skies. Going to Monday, November 11th, that's Veterans Day. It's going to be 29 degrees, nighttime low down to 11. We'll have AM clouds, some sunshine. Tuesday, November 12th, it's going to be 22 with a nighttime low of 10, sunny skies. It's going to turn cloudy by Wednesday, though. It's a temperature of 29 degrees. Partly cloudy on Thursday next week. 36 degrees for a high, sunshine, partly cloudy. Friday next week, 37 degrees is a predicted high, mostly cloudy skies. Saturday, 41 degrees. Next Saturday, 27 for a nighttime low. And then next Sunday, it's only going to be 39. All under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy on Thursday, mostly sunny Friday next week, mostly sunny again Saturday next week, and then partly cloudy next Sunday. Once again, current temperature in our Spreaker studios again is really cold out. 28 degrees, feels like 25. Weather on the fives. 25 and 45 past the hour on all talk shows. 25 and 55 on 25:55 talk shows, 25:45 music shows, or any time in the hour that ends in 5, 5:15, 25, 35, 45, or 55 past the hour, right here on GJRB Online. And very quickly, we're going to do our Spreaker shout-outs. Many podcasters out there, I don't know if they do a show like this one, where we talk about the aliens and UFOs and ghosts and stuff like that, but we do have some podcasters who do. Eric Cooper, he's one of them. Does a great program. We have David Scott. He's on tonight, 11:06 Central Time. Comes out of British Columbia, Canada. Does a great program. It's called Spaced Out Radio. He's on again tonight, 11:06 from British Columbia. Has great guests. Has some good topics. Paranormal stuff, so, stuff I don't really listen to witchcraft. I really don't care for that. I just don't believe in it. But there's other great topics like UFOs, time travel, flying cars, futuristic stuff, or even just stuff talking about the end of the world. I mean, there's a great podcasters out. Another one is KGRA. KGRA comes out of Utah. They have another station in Arkansas, and they talk about the weird, the bizarre, the unusual too. They're pretty good. They got a great program on there. Tune in for that. It's KGRA. They're really considered alternative talk radio, and they put on a great show. You want to tune in to Alternative Talk Radio, KGRA, and they have all those great programs like they do now, including Fade to Black with Jimmy Church, who occasionally takes over for Coast to Coast once in a while with George Norrie. Jimmy Church has his own program called Fade to Black, and that's on KGRA. Check it out tonight, right here on Spreaker. And then, of course, right after 11 o'clock, it's Spaced Out Radio. Other programs, some of them are really good friends of mine, podcasters that I love to promote, and they are every Tuesday night at 11 o'clock. Every Tuesday night, actually, at 8 o'clock Central Standard, is real fabulous. He comes out of Wisconsin. He calls himself the Caramel Conservative. Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative, again, broadcasting live at 8 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday nights, Central Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. Talks about what's going on in the news nationwide. He has a good show. You got to check it out. He has an opinion, and he's not afraid to let you know about it. So you want to listen to this guy. He's not afraid to express it. It's Spaced Out. That's a really good guy. Caramel Conservative, Ed Delgado, 8 o'clock Tuesday night, right here on Spreaker. And then we have, Bob Huber, the Huber Experience from Illinois. He has a good program, talks a lot about gaming, talks a lot about movies. I mean, he's got a lot of good stuff that he likes to bring across. You're going to check this guy out. He's on a couple times a week. He was doing mornings, and I think he went back to the afternoon, taking care of his mom, and we're praying for her every day. She has cancer, and that's a sad situation there, but he's funny in many, many ways. So you want to tune in. He's absolutely fabulous. Tune in to that's right here on Spreaker, Bob Huber, the Huber Experience. And then finally, you want to check out another guy I like to listen to quite often. He has a good show, and he plays a lot of really good music, too. He's from Houston, Texas. He plays 80s, plays oldies, plays classic. He jams with some good stuff. Has a Thursday night jam, Thursday night music. And that's Black Dragons Radio. Yeah, Black Dragons Radio on there almost every night here on Spreaker. That's BJ McNamara from LaPorte, Texas. Tune in for some of his great music. He jams, plays some good rock and roll, plays some good stuff, and tune in for that. Another guy who plays some good rock and roll is Zach Friller, Zach Baroque. He has a good show. Jams, plays some good music. That's Zach Attack. He's on MTFB, Aviation Network from Indianapolis, Indiana. He plays a lot of good music from the 80s, plays country, plays a lot of good stuff. You gotta tune into his music. He's great. Tune in to Zach Baroque, otherwise known as Zach Friller, and he's on again Tuesday nights, 5 o'clock somewhere. He has 90s, 80s music. He plays some good stuff, so tune in to him on MTFB Aviation Network. The great people on there are Marie. There's a guy named Mike. He does some great music. Tune into MTFB. They're absolutely fabulous. Where do you find all these great podcasters? Well, all you have to do is get into my Spreaker public site. Don't forget, you just go into it. Just go in there. Go into my Spreaker public site. Go many ways. Just go in. I'm the Radio Maniac. Just go in there. Click in there to that Twitter account. You'll see my Twitter. And you'll see the GJRB Online logo. Right underneath, you'll see the widget moving. You'll see that our live show there. Just click that. It'll take you into the chat room. Then go into where it says followers or following. And you'll see a line of all the stations that follow me. And there's a lot of them out there that follow my show. I mean, there's a lot of them out there that follow the station. And some new ones. We just welcomed her the other day on our Wednesday Gary Russell program midweek edition. Ora L. Owens, she's a new one. One of our newest ones are Alethea Studios, USA Network, Quest Nation. He talks a lot about strange and bizarre stuff too. Quest Nation, check him out. And then you have Fade to Black. I mentioned him earlier. Mike Myers in the Radio Hope Network talks a lot about God, family. Yeah, you gotta check this guy out. He's right here in my home state of Iowa, and boom, yeah, he does a good show. It's Mike Myers, the Radio Hope Network. Check him out. Radio Hope Network, 7 mornings a week, 8 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time, 6 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 5 o'clock in Alaska. Man, check him out. Puts on a good show. That's the Mike Myers Show, right here on Spreaker. And those are some of the great podcasters. Check them out right here on Spreaker. You too can be a podcaster. Just get on there, start an account. Spreaker. Sounds like speaker, but the R in it. Spreaker. And let your voice be known to the world on Spreaker. Yeah. And Gary J. Russell with you. Hope you're enjoying the program. We're going to wrap up our Way Out There show and briefly go through the schedule on Coast to Coast. So we're going to do that right now and give you our Coast to Coast radio schedule and let you know what's coming up on coming shows. This is the schedule from November 8th to November 15th, 2015. Tonight on Coast to Coast, I might listen to this. It's going to be interesting. Newt Rockney, Conspiracy. Journalist Jeff Harrell. He's a 32-year-old. He's a police crime reporter for New York City. He joins guest host Ian Punnett to discuss his research on a plane crash that killed legendary Knute Rockne, the football coach for the Notre Dame, back in March 31st of 1931. In connection with Al Capone and the Chicago mob. In the second half, they'll feature Open Lines. And then Saturday night, Nazis and the Holy Grail and Miracles of Carbon-60. This is an interesting show. Richard Syrett, who regularly hosts the Conspiracy Show, takes over the board for the weekend. His historian uncovered a stolen painting which the Nazis believed was a secret map to the Holy Grail and lost treasures of the Knights Templar. Templar expert Dave Brody joins discuss this. Nazis were unable to decipher the secret Templar clues left in the painting, while modern-day Nazis remain obsessed with finishing Hitler's work. In the second half of the show, engineer who confirmed findings of carbon-60, Burris discusses the benefits of a substance and how he is on a mission to make it accessible to everyone. So I don't understand what that is, but that's interesting. On Coast to Coast, on Somewhere in Time with Art Bell rerun. Always fabulous listening to classic Art Bell stuff because it brings back memories to me back in the early days when I had my other station. 6 to 10 p.m. Pacific Time. 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time to midnight. And, of course, 8 to 11 p.m. Central. Coast to Coast AM goes back in time to November 10th, 1994, when Art Bell opened his lines for the evening of Weird Talk Radio, including discussions on illegal aliens, new diseases, corrupt politics, and the new $100 bill. I don't remember that, but anyway, that's interesting. Conspiracies in America and ISIS firsthand. Takes a Sunday night as Richard Syrett comes back. He's going to have Douglas, and I can't even pronounce his name without butchering it, Siraganano and Dina Pittard. First off, Douglas is going to talk with Richard, on discussing a wide range of conspiracies in America and how his research with experts proven the mainstream histories don't tell the real story. Second half of the show, Dana J.H. Pittard, I hope it's pronounced that right, retired from the U.S. Army in 2015 at a rank of Major General after 34 years of active duty. She'll discuss the fascinating first-hand details accounts of America's fight against a plague of brutality that would come to be known as ISIS. Near-death experience. What we've been talking about this past show is going to be another topic on Coast to Coast. NDE and veterans and revelations in Armageddon. This is going to be a good one on Monday night. George Norrie is going to invite a guest on. He returns to the microphone with Danian Brinkley. We'll discuss the state of our veterans and what needs to be done to better honor those who served. Second half of the show, financial analyst Richard Austin dissected the book of Revelations in its original Greek text, as well as the history and commentary revealing the document. One of the most unique observations of that is the three key statements that were disclosed at Fatima, clarifying the references to Armageddon in the book of Revelation. So that Monday night show is going to be pretty good to listen to. Want to check that out? Should be real interesting. Going down the line here, good versus bad, supplements and life extinction. Tuesday night will be Benjamin Fawkes, F-A-U-C-H, Fawkes. That's pronounced it. Vincent Peters. First half, Fawkes will, figures it would go down like that. First half, where's that? Tuesday? Yeah, it went up. First half, Benjamin Fawkes will be a registered pharmacist and naturalist, cosmetic chemist. He's going to be discussing how to decipher good versus the bad when considering changes in diet and supplementation. Second half of the show, transhumorist Vincent Peters, and he's a technologist and an inventor that will discuss the very real options for indefinitely extending human life via AI. Wednesday night universe by chance and X-File cases. He's going to have on Richard Piccioni and John DeSouza. Robert will be talking about the extraordinary odds requiring form of universe by a chance, which features just the right geometry, genetics, and geology to sustain life, as well as a look at the contributions of Albert Einstein. Second half of the show, John DeSouza, who's been on many a times, is a researcher and experiencer of paranormal and spiritual phenomenon, and will discuss X-File type cases which were previously off limits, and now he can open up and talk about them. Thursday night on the show, astrology and current events and TBA, so this should be a good one. Mark Lerner will be the guest. Welcome to Planet Earth will reach thousands of astrological students and professionals around the world, and have become well respected as one of the top periodicals concerning mundane astrology. We'll also discuss planetary alignments happening this week and over the next few months that affect relationships, election cycles, real estate, and stock market. Should be a good one. Second half, TBA, so you never know what could be there. Next Friday night could be a good guest. Overcoming flying fears. Oh, yeah. Rod Nelson's the guest. He's a graduate from the Air Force Academy and contemplating a tour in Vietnam, and internationally recognized fear of flying expert. So if you're one of those that have that fear of flying, he's an expert. He accumulated well over 20,000 hours during his career as a commercial pilot flying a Boeing 737. And he's designed and delivered programs to reduce the likelihood of aviation accidents due to human error, and will discuss ways that nervous flyers can calm their anxiety and enjoy air travel. In the second half, it'll be open line. So that's what's going on coast to coast with George Norrie. Heard weeknights, of course, brought to you by Premier Radio Networks, bringing you a fine program called Coast to Coast AM on many fine radio stations across America. Just check it out. Go to www.coasttocoastam.com and just find the station on the map in your area. Just go to the state you're in, and it'll give you your station that carries Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. Many fine stations across America, including WFLA, Tampa, Florida, and of course other fine stations, including Fox News 92.5 in Estero, Florida, one of our fine affiliates here locally, and they carry it for us here on Talk FM 108 over on the other side of the dial. That is Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie on the Premier Radio Networks. Getting close to the end of the show, and I don't know who's going to be on. I'm going to check here real quick before we close out as to who is going to be on with Dave Scott tonight on his program, Spaced Out Radio. And you can hear Spaced Out Radio, 11:06 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Spreaker, live from British Columbia, Canada. Tune into this guy. He has absolutely great program. It's called Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott, and he has got a great site you can check out, and it's called We Own the Night. Spaced Out Radio website, absolutely great site, And he has a great one here. And last night he had The World of Terror. I didn't really listen to that one too much. So like I said, I'm not one of those that stands up for that kind of stuff. But tonight he's going to have a great show on. It's called The Mansion House with David Oman. That'll be tonight on Spaced Out Radio. The Mansion House with David Oman. And this is going to be tonight on Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. And David Oman is attended both Menlo College, Northern California, and USC, and he worked at ABC as a page for ABC. He helped a friend deliver a subpoena, which led him to a 12-year career in a private investigator, picking up an entrepreneur gene in his father in business, and his mother left investigative business in 1998 to open a restaurant. So this guy has some interesting background, and he's going to be talking tonight about this thing called Mansion House. So we're going to check that out. That's tonight. In 1999, he started helping out with his father to build this house in, let me see if I can put on that, Celio Drive, next to the infamous Sharon Tate murders, a.k.a. Mansion murders. After 2 years of living in the house, Oman created a story based upon the entrepreneurs called House at the End of the Drive. So this is what he's going to talk about tonight. So tune in tonight, 11:06 Central Standard Time, 9:06 Pacific, 12:06 Eastern for Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott from the beautiful British Columbia, Canada. That's tonight, Spaced Out Radio. Tune in right here on Spreaker, and that will be at 11:06 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on Spreaker and Spreaker FM 88.9 tomorrow night, tonight. And of course, tomorrow night he takes over. He has a guest on his show. Pretty good. He has some really good. That just gets annoying. I'm going to plug the other one in. Anyway, because I'm almost done with this show, so I'm just going to plug the other one. It just keeps on doing that. It's just driving me nuts. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. As far as Way Out There is concerned, that's going to do it for Way Out There. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the program. That's going to do it for this season. But like I said before, I'm going to be playing reruns of past Way Out Theirs, and we got the Christmas holiday version I did last year. We're going to replay that one about Krampus. So tune in for that. That's coming up on a future edition. And it will be starting a brand new season of Way Out There next year, right after we get done with Christmas holidays. And it'll have a brand new season set up of Way Out There, brand new format. So I hope you'll tune in for that. No show tomorrow. We'll be off the air tomorrow. No radio tomorrow, but I'm going to be on the air again on... I'll be on again next week. Got some programs I'm working on, including Radioland, and I'll let you know when that will be going up. And we'll see what happens on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday next week. Throughout the week next week, Gary J in the afternoons planned, and maybe some oldies as well, 80s. So you never know when we're going to be on the air here on GJRB Online. It's just going to be a whatever week. And we'll just have just something on, just for the sake of having something on. Spontaneous week, just TBA. Never know what's going to be on the air this week here on GJRB Online, aside from, again, midweek, maybe another Gary Wrestling program, Freestyle Friday edition. And I'm working on my program schedule. And we'll have our schedule update podcast video on our GJRB TV YouTube channel coming up. So just to let you know about that. And of course, like I said, some more great music as well on GJRB Online. So tune in for all the great programming. You never know what's going to be on this week. Spontaneous week, TBA week here on GJRB Online. Have yourself a great rest of your week. great weekend, and we'll catch you real soon for another edition of GJRB Online. And have a great weekend. Have your best night ever. So long, everyone.
Keep up with world news and events you hear on GJRB's News on the Hour. Go to End Time Headlines at www.endtimeheadlines.org with a lot of chaos happening. Keep in touch with End Time Headlines and GJRB. Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radio Land. They have nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between. Like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up symbols through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radio Land. Own the night, space travelers. Spaced Out Radio is on weeknights at 11 p.m. on Spreaker FM 88.9.
You never know when GJRB is going to be on the air. More programming, more often, on the internet. On GJRB.
This is the GJRB Online Network.